ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणी। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे फुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरननदी कैवर्तकः केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् नानाख्यानककेसरम् हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जन षट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानम् मुदा भूयाद् भारतपङ्कजम् कलिमल प्रध्वंसि न श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिम् यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुवन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम् देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः।
ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः।
अथ पंचमोऽध्यायः।
अथ पंचमोऽध्यायः।
We will discuss from here, but we will read the Bhashya just for fluency from the beginning, because every time it we discuss, we go on for many classes already. They have done many times. कर्मण्य कर्म यः पश्येदिति आरभ्य
कर्मण्य कर्म यः पश्येदित्यारभ्य
स युक्तः कृष्ण कर्म कृत्
सयुक्तः कृष्ण कर्म कृत्
ज्ञानाग्निदग्ध कर्माणम्
कर्माणम्
शारीरं केवलं कर्म कुर्वन्
शारीरं
शरीरं
केवलं
केवलं कर्म कुर्वन्
यदृच्छालाभसन्तुष्टः
सन्तुष्टः
ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्म हविः
ब्रह्मार्पणं ब्रह्म
ब्रह्महविः
कर्मजान् विद्धितान् सर्वान्
कर्मजान्
विद्धितान् सर्वान्
सर्वं कर्माखिलं पार्थ
सर्वं कर्माखिलं पार्थ
ज्ञानाग्नि सर्वकर्माणि
ज्ञानाग्नि सर्वकर्माणि
योगसन्न्यस्तकर्माणम्
योगसन्न्यस्तकर्माणम्
इत्येतैः वचनैः सर्वकर्मसन्न्यासम् अवोचत् भगवान्।
इत्येतैः वचनैः
सर्वकर्मसन्न्यासम्
सर्वकर्मसन्न्यासम्
अवोचत् भगवान्।
चित्वैनं संशयं योगम्
चित्वैनं संशयं योगम्
आतिष्ठ इति अनेन वचनेन
आतिष्ठ इति अनेन
अनेन
वचनेन
योगं च कर्मानुष्ठानलक्षणम्
योगं च कर्मानुष्ठानलक्षणम्
अनुष्ठानलक्षणम्
अनुतिष्ठ इति उक्तवान्।
अनुतिष्ठ इति उक्तवान्।
तयोः उभयोश्च
उभयोश्च
कर्मानुष्ठानकर्मसन्न्यासयोः
कर्मानुष्ठानकर्मसन्न्यासयोः
स्थितिगतिवत् परस्परविरोधात्
स्थितिगतिवत् परस्परविरोधात्
परस्परविरोधात्
एकेन सह कर्तुम् अशक्यत्वात्
एकेन सह कर्तुम् अशक्यत्वात्
कालभेदेन च अनुष्ठानविधान अभावात्
कालभेदेन च अनुष्ठानविधान अभावात्
अनुष्ठानविधानाभावात्
अर्थात् एतयोः अन्यतर कर्तव्यप्राप्तौ सत्याम्
अर्थात् एतयोः अन्यतरकर्तव्यता प्राप्तौ सत्याम्
सत्याम्
यत् प्रशस्यतरम्
यत् प्रशस्यतरम्
एतयोः कर्मानुष्ठानकर्मसन्न्यासयोः
एतयोः कर्मानुष्ठानकर्मसन्न्यासयोः
तत् कर्तव्यं न इतरत् इति
तत् कर्तव्यं न इतरति इति
एवं मन्यमानः
एवं मन्यमानः
मन्यमानः
प्रशस्यतर बुभुत्सया अर्जुन उवाच
प्रशस्यतर बुभुत्सया अर्जुन उवाच
सन्न्यासं कर्मणां कृष्ण इत्यादिना
सन्न्यासः कर्मणां कृष्ण
कर्मणां कृष्ण
इत्यादिना
इत्यादिना
ननु च आत्मविदः ज्ञानयोगेन निष्ठां प्रतिपिपादयिषन्
ननु च आत्मविदो
आत्मविदः ज्ञानयोगेन
ज्ञानयोगेन
निष्ठां
निष्ठां प्रतिपिपादयिषन्
प्रतिपादयिषन्
पूर्वोदाहृतैः वचनैः
पूर्वोदाहृतैः वचनैः
भगवान् सर्वकर्मसन्न्यासम् अवोचत् न तु अनात्मज्ञस्य
भगवान् सर्वकर्मसन्न्यासम् अवोचत्
सर्वकर्मसन्न्यासम्
न तु
अवोचत् न तु
अनात्मज्ञस्य
अनात्मज्ञस्य
अर्थश्च कर्मानुष्ठानकर्मसन्न्यासयोः
अतश्च कर्मानुष्ठानकर्मसन्न्यासयोः
कर्मानुष्ठानकर्मसन्न्यासयोः
भिन्नपुरुषविषयत्वात्
भिन्नपुरुषविषयत्वात्
अन्यतरस्य प्रशस्त्यतरत्वबुभुत्सया
अन्यतरस्य
प्रशस्यतर
प्रशस्यतरबुभुत्सया
बुभुत्सया
अयं प्रश्नः अनुपपन्नः
अयं प्रश्नः अनुपपन्नः
अनुपपन्नः
सत्यम् एव
सत्यमेव
सत्यमेव
तदभिप्रायेण प्रश्नः न उपपद्यते
त्वदभिप्रायेण प्रश्नः न उपपद्यते
प्रश्नः स्वाभिप्रायेण पुनः प्रश्नः युज्यते एव इति वदामः
प्रष्टुः स्वाभिप्रायेण पुनः
पुनः
प्रश्नः युज्यते
प्रश्नः
एव इति
युज्यते
वदामः
एव इति वदामः
कथम्
कथम्
पूर्वोदाहृतैः वचनैः
पूर्वोदाहृतैः वचनैः
भगवता सर्वकर्मसन्न्यासस्य
भगवता
भगवता
कर्मसन्न्यासस्य
कर्मसन्न्यासस्य
कर्तव्यतया विविक्षितत्वात् प्राधान्यम्
कर्तव्यतया विविक्षितत्वात् प्राधान्यम्
प्राधान्यम्
अन्तरेण च कर्तारम्
अन्तरेण च कर्तारम्
तस्य कर्तव्यत्वासम्भवात्
तस्य
तस्य
कर्तव्यत्वं संभवात्
कर्तव्यत्वात्
अनात्मविदपि कर्तापक्षे प्राप्तः
अनात्मवित् अपि कर्ता
कर्तापक्षे
पक्षे प्राप्तः
अनूद्यते एव
अनुद्यते एव
न पुनः आत्मवित् कर्तृकत्वम् एव
न पुनः आत्मवित् कर्तृकत्वमेव
सन्न्यासस्य विवक्षितम्
सन्न्यासस्य
सस्य
विवक्षितम्
विवक्षितम्
इति एवं मन्वानस्य अर्जुनस्य
इति एवं मन्वानस्य अर्जुनस्य
कर्मानुष्ठानकर्मसन्न्यासयोः
कर्मानुष्ठानकर्मसन्न्यासयोः
अविद्वत्पुरुषकर्तृकत्वम् अपि अस्ति इति
अविद्वत्पुरुषकर्तृकत्वमपि अस्ति इति
पुरुषकर्तृकत्वमपि अस्तीति
पूर्वोक्तेन प्रकारेण
पूर्वोक्तेन
तेन
प्रकारेण
प्रकारेण
तयोः परस्परविरोधात्
तयोः परस्परविरोधात्
परस्परविरोधात्
अन्यतरस्य कर्तव्यत्वे प्राप्ते
अन्यतरस्य
अन्यतरस्य
कर्तव्यत्वे प्राप्ते
कर्तव्यत्वे प्राप्ते
प्रश्यस्य तरं च कर्तव्यं न इतरत इति
प्रशस्य तरं च
प्रशस्य
कर्तव्यं
तरं
न
च कर्तव्यं न
इतरतीति
इतरतीति
प्रशस्य तरविविदिशया प्रश्नः न अनुपपन्नः
प्रशस्य तर
तर
विविदिशया प्रश्नः
विविदिशया
न
प्रश्नः न
अनुपपन्नः
अनुपपन्नः
प्रतिवचनवाक्यात् निरूपणेनापि
प्रतिवचनवाक्यात् निरूपणेन
वाक्यात्
अपि
निरूपणेनापि
प्रष्टुः अभिप्रायः एवम् एव इति गम्यते
प्रष्टुः अभिप्रायः एवम् एव इति
एवम्
गम्यते
एव गम्यते
कथम्
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 सन्न्यासकर्मयोगो निःश्रेयसकरौ
सन्न्यासकर्मयोगो
कर्मयोगौ
निःश्रेयसकरौ
निःश्रेयसकरौ
तयोस्तु कर्मयोगो विशिष्यते इति प्रतिवचनम्
तयोस्तु
तयोस्तु
कर्मयोगो
कर्म
विशिष्यते इति
विशिष्यते इति
प्रतिवचनम्
प्रतिवचनम्
एतत् निरूप्यम्
एतत् निरूप्यम्
एतत् निरूप्यम्
किमनेनात्मवित् कर्तृकयोगो सन्न्यासकर्मयोगयोः
किम् अनेन आत्मवित् कर्तृकयोः
सन्न्यासकर्मयोगयोः
निःश्रेयसकरत्वं प्रयोजनं मुक्त्वा
निःश्रेयसकरत्वं प्रयोजनं मुक्त्वा
तयोगो एव कुतश्चित् विशेषात्
तयोः एव कुतश्चित्
कुतश्चित्
विशेषात्
विशेषात्
कर्मसन्न्यासात् कर्मयोगस्य विशिष्टत्वम् उच्यते।
कर्मसन्न्यासात् कर्मयोगस्य
कर्मयोगस्य
विशिष्टत्वमुच्यते।
विशिष्टत्वमुच्यते।
आहोस्वित्
आहोस्वित्
अनात्मवित् कर्तृकयोगो सन्न्यासकर्मयोगयोः
अनात्मवित्
कर्तृकयोः
कर्तृकयोः
सन्न्यासकर्मयोगयोः
तदुभयम् उच्यते इति।
तदुभयमुच्यते इति।
किञ्च अतः
किञ्च अतः
यदि आत्मवित् कर्तृकयोगो सन्न्यासकर्मयोगयोः निःश्रेयसकरत्वम्
यत् आत्मवित् कर्तृकयोः सन्न्यासकर्मयोगयोः निःश्रेयसकरत्वम्
निःश्रेयसकरत्वम्
तयोस्तु कर्मसन्न्यासात् कर्मयोगस्य विशिष्टत्वम् उच्यते।
तयोः तु कर्मसन्न्यासात् कर्मयोगस्य विशिष्टत्वमुच्यते।
यदि वा अनात्मवित् कर्तृकयोगो सन्न्यासकर्मयोगयोः
यदि वा अनात्मवित् कर्तृकयोः सन्न्यासकर्मयोगयोः
तदुभयम् उच्यते इति।
तदुभयमुच्यते इति।
अत्र उच्यते आत्मवित् कर्तृकयोः सन्न्यासकर्मयोगयोः असम्भवात्।
आत्मवित् कर्तृकयोः सन्न्यासकर्मयोगयोः असम्भवात्।
तयोः निःश्रेयसकरत्ववचनम्
तयोः निःश्रेयसकरत्ववचनम्
तदीया च कर्मसन्न्यासात् कर्मयोगस्य विशिष्टत्वाभिधानम्
तदीया च कर्मसन्न्यासात् कर्मयोगस्य विशिष्टत्वाभिधानम्
इति एतत् उभयम् अनुपपन्नम्।
इति एतत् भयम् अनुपपन्नम्।
यदि अनात्मविदः कर्मसन्न्यासः
यदि अनात्मविदः कर्मसन्न्यासः
तत्प्रतिकूलश्च कर्मानुष्ठानलक्षणः कर्मयोगः
तत्प्रतिकूलश्च
कर्मानुष्ठानलक्षणः कर्मयोगः
सम्भवेताम् तदा तयोः निःश्रेयसकरत्वोक्तिः कर्मयोगस्य च
तदा तयोः
निःश्रेयसकरत्वोक्तिः कर्मयोगस्य
कर्मसन्न्यासात् विशिष्टत्वाभिधानम्
कर्मसन्न्यासात् विशिष्टत्वाभिधानम्
इति एतत् उभयम् उपपद्यते।
इति एतत् उभयम् उपपद्यते।
आत्मविदस्तु सन्न्यासकर्मयोगयोः असम्भवात्।
सन्न्यासकर्मयोगयोः असम्भवात्।
तयोः निःश्रेयसकरत्वभिधानम्
तयोः निःश्रेयसकरत्वाभिधानम्
सन्न्यासाच्च कर्मयोगः विशिष्यते इति च अनुपपन्नम्।
कर्मसन्न्यासाच्च कर्मयोगः विशिष्यते इति अनुपपन्नम्।
अत्र किम् आत्मविदः सन्न्यासकर्मयोगयोः उभयोः अपि असम्भवः।
किम् आत्मविदः सन्न्यासकर्मयोगयोः उभयोरपि असम्भवः।
आहोस्वित् अन्यतरस्य असम्भवः।
अन्यतरस्य असम्भवः।
यदा च अन्यतरस्य असम्भवः तदा किं कर्मसन्न्यासस्य उत कर्मयोगस्य इति।
तदा किं कर्मसन्न्यासस्य उत कर्मयोगस्य इति।
असम्भवे कारणं च वक्तव्यम् इति।
असम्भवे
कारणं च वक्तव्यमिति।
अत्र उच्यते आत्मविदः निवृत्तमित्याज्ञानत्वात्।
आत्मविदः निवृत्तमित्याज्ञानत्वात्
विपर्ययज्ञानमूलस्य कर्मयोगस्य असम्भवः स्यात्।
विपर्यय
ज्ञानमूलस्य कर्मयोगस्य असम्भवः स्यात्
जन्मादि सर्वक्रियारहितत्वेन
जन्मादि
जन्मादि सर्वविक्रियारहितत्वेन
निष्क्रियम् आत्मानं
निष्क्रियमात्मानम्
आत्मत्वेन यो वेति
आत्मत्वेन यो वेति
तस्य आत्मविदः
यस्य आत्मविदः
आत्मविदः
सम्यक् दर्शनेन
सम्यक्
सम्यक्
दर्शनेन
दर्शनेन
अपास्तमित्याज्ञानस्य
अपास्तमिथ्याज्ञानस्य
निष्क्रियात्मस्वरूपवस्थानलक्षणम्
निष्क्रियात्मस्वरूपावस्थानलक्षणम्
सर्वकर्मसन्न्यासम् उक्त्वा
सर्वकर्मसन्न्यासं मुक्त्वा
तद्विपरीतस्य मिथ्याज्ञानमूलकर्तृत्व अभिमानपुरःसरस्य
तद्विपरीतस्य मिथ्याज्ञानमूलकर्तृत्वाभिमानपुरःसरस्य
पुरःसरस्य
सक्रियात्मस्वरूपवस्थानरूपस्य
सक्रियात्मस्वरूपावस्थानस्य
आत्मस्वरूपस्य
कर्मयोगस्य
कर्मयोगस्य
इह गीताशास्त्रे
इह
गीताशास्त्रे
शास्त्रे
तत्र तत्र आत्मस्वरूपनिरूपणप्रदेशु
तत्र तत्र
आत्मस्वरूपनिरूपणप्रदेशेषु
आत्मस्वरूपनिरूपणप्रदेशेषु
सम्यक् ज्ञानमित्याज्ञान तत्कार्यविरोधात्
सम्यक् ज्ञान मिथ्या ज्ञान तत्कार्यविरोधात्
अभावः
अभावः प्रतिपाद्यते
अभावः प्रतिपाद्यते
प्रतिपाद्यते
यस्मात् तस्मात्
यस्मात् तस्मात्
तस्मात्
आत्मविदः निवृत्तमित्याज्ञानस्य
आत्मविदः
आत्मविदः
निवृत्तमिथ्याज्ञानस्य
निवृत्तमिथ्याज्ञानस्य
विपर्ययज्ञानमूलः कर्मयोगः
विपर्ययज्ञानमूलः कर्मयोगः
न सम्भवति इति युक्तम्
न सम्भवति इति
सम्भवति इति
युक्तम्
युक्तम्
उक्तं स्यात्.
उक्तं स्यात्
स्यात्
Up to that we have seen. The fourth chapter, Sarva Karma Sannyasa, is talked about. When sannyasa and karma yoga, when both are sthitigativate, contradictory, where is a choice between them? But Arjuna asked the question, sannyasa karma yogascha, sannyasam karmanam krishna punaryogam cha shamsasi. Arjuna asked this question, sannyasa and karma yoga, having praised the sannyasa, karma yoga. Among these two, again, he asked, which one is better? When sannyasa and karma yoga, both are contradictory. Sannyasa is characterized by giving up of all karma. Karma yoga is characterized by performing of karmas. One is pravritti, other one is nivritti. When it is clear, then the question, sannyasam karmanam krishna punaryogam cha shamsasi echayetayorekam tanme brugi sunishitam. The choice between the two, which Arjuna asked, that is not tenable. That is very obvious. That's what Purvapakshi also asked. Now, all these discussions about what sannyasa, the word sannyasa mean, what Arjuna meant that word sannyasa. Sannyasa of two types. Vidvat sannyasa, vividisha sannyasa. Here, in the Bhashyakara did not use those words explicitly, but indirectly conveyed that. Vidvat sannyasa is that sannyasa in which the person, having been exposed to Shastram, that is Jnana Yoga, then Shravanam and Mananam, for Nishtartam, for Nididhyasanam, and therefore Nishta Praptaye, he takes a sannyasa, that is Vidvat sannyasa, like Yajnavalkya, etc. Those people are the examples. They have taken sannyasa after gaining the knowledge of Atma. They are Atmavidaha. Then Vidisha sannyasa is after undergoing this grihastha ashrama in which the, the person performs various karma, laukika as well as Vaidika karma, having got certain chitta shuddhi, comes to understanding pariksha lokan karmachitan brahmanaha nirvedam maya nastya kritakritena tad vijnanatam sa gurumeva bigachet. Having gained the pakvata, then he wants to know, having examined the lokas, experiences, he comes to understanding that moksha is not through karma, freedom is not through karma, because it is akritaha, nastya kritakritena, kritena karmana akritaha mokshaha na labhyate. By karma, moksha is not gained, because moksha is not gained by doing. It is siddha vishayatvat. It is tasya praptihi. So therefore wants to know. He becomes a mumukshu and then becomes a jignasa, wants to know the Brahma Tattvam, therefore he takes a sannyasa, that is Vividisha sannyasa. Vetum icha, Vividisha. So Vividisha sannyasa, the person who takes Vividisha sannyasa, and the person who takes a karma yoga, both are ajnanis only. Whereas the person who takes sannyasa, Vidvat sannyasa, who takes sannyasa, Sarvakarma sannyasa, Vidvat sannyasa, and karma yoga, the person who takes to karma yoga, they are not different. They are not same. They are different. Vidvat sannyasi and karma yogi are different. Vividisha sannyasi and karma yogi are not different. In the sense, Vidvat sannyasa, Vidvat sannyasi, karma is not required because already he has done the homework, karma yoga he has done and gained chitta shuddhi. Therefore, only he has taken to sannyasa exclusively. They are taken to sannyasa ashrama for pursuing jnana. Therefore, there is no question of the for him the performance of karma. Therefore, sarvakarma sannyasa avochatu Bhagavan for Vidvat sannyasi. Atma kartrikatva sannyasaha, that's called. Therefore, the sannyasa and karma yoga, the word, both indicates jnani or atmavit or anatmavit only. Both the word in the question of Arjuna, that sannyasaha, karma yogaha, sannyasi and karma yogi, the words indicates ajnani only. Karma yogi also ajnani, and the person who takes a sannyasa for knowing, for pursuing jnanam, that is Vividisha sannyasi, is also ajnani only. So therefore, since both are ajnani, both are the candidate adhikari. One is adhikari, one adhikari, that is karma yogi, has chosen karma for chitta shuddhi praptyartham karma he has chosen. Other person has chosen is also ajnani only, but he has chosen sannyasa. Because he thinks because he has performed karma yoga and having obtained chitta shuddhi to a relative degree, therefore he has taken to sannyasa. He thinks himself to be qualified for sannyasa ashrama, therefore the person takes sannyasa. That is Vividisha sannyasa. But in both, the adhikari is ajnani only, anatmavid only. That is anatmavid kartrikatva sannyasa, that is Vividisha sannyasa. Anatmavid kartrika karma yoga, that is karma yoga. Therefore, the question what Arjuna asked in the 5th chapter, which one is better? It is valid only. It is upapannam, because there sannyasa, what he meant was anatma vitakartrika sannyasa. That is one thing. Then, the question, two things are asked. The question one is Nishreyasakaratvam and Visishtatvam. Not in the question, Shamita. In the answer to the question. And Purvapakshi also, when for the question asked by Purvapakshi, the Acharya has given. The question of Arjuna is valid. How do you know from the answer what Bhagavan gives? If the question is not valid, then how can Bhagavan give Prativachanam, reply? But Bhagavan has replied. In fact, he taught the entire fifth chapter. After that, it continues. Therefore, the question of Arjuna must be valid. And the very answer, the first answer, the next shloka, what he said was, Sannyasa karma yogascha nishreyasa sakara abhavo tayosta karma sannyasat karma yogaha vishishyate. He gave the answer. Second shloka of the fifth chapter. Bhagavan Uvacha. So there he said sannyasa and karma yoga both are nishreyasa, both enjoy status of nishreyasa karatvam, nishreyasa karau ubau, kau, sannyasa karma yogascha, ubau, nishreyasa karau, nishreyasa karau. And also he says karma sannyasat, that is sarva karma sannyasat, karma yoga is better, vishishtatva. The two things are mentioned. Nishreyasa karatvam of both sannyasa and karma yoga is superior to karma sannyasa. How can both can be nishreyasa karatvam unless sannyasa, what the word means, vividisha sannyasa. If it is vidvat sannyasa, then both cannot be nishreyasa karatvam, because jnanam is only through moksha, and the person has taken to sannyasa, atmakatrika sannyasa, that is atmavit taking sannyasa. That is nishreyasa karatva sadhanam bhavati. Karma yoga becomes sadhanam indirectly. Karma yoga is not required for vidvat sannyasi. Therefore, nishreyasa karatvam is for only for sannyasa, atma kartarkatva sannyasa, that is vidvat sannyasa, not vividisha sannyasa. And also there is no comparison. Karma sannyasat, karma yoga, that is not possible also, because sannyasam, that is jnanam, is a means for moksha, and karma yoga is a means for jnanam. Therefore, how can you say karma yoga is visishtaha iti? That is not possible. Therefore, from the standpoint of the reply of the Bhagavan also, that sannyasa means not vidvat sannyasa, that has to be ruled out. It has to be only vividisha sannyasa, anatmavit kartarka sannyasa. Then the reply of the prativachanam of the Bhagavan also is in keeping with the prashna of the Arjuna. In the prashnam of the Arjuna, sannyasa means vividisha sannyasa, and in the reply of Bhagavan also, sannyasa means vividisha sannyasa, because since both are ajnanis, and therefore vividisha sannyasa, the person taking to sannyasa for knowing Atma, he has not yet taken to jnana yoga. After the grastha ashrama, taking to sannyasa ashrama for knowing Atma, that is vividisha sannyasa, and the person performing karma yoga for chitta shuddhi. Now, both are nishreyasa karatva sadhanam, yes, because karma yoga gives chitta shuddhi, and this vividisha sannyasa, the person taking to, he has not yet started his jnana yoga, he has taken to sannyasa, then he will pursue jnanam. Therefore, both are nishreyasa karatvam, we can say. But not directly. Of course, karma yoga gives chitta shuddhi and then give moksha. Then, for vividisha sannyasi, who has performed karma and gained relative chitta shuddhi, and now taken to sannyasa for jnanam. Therefore, nishreyasa karatvam is valid there. And also, karma sannyasat karma yoga vishishyate, it is, karma yoga se vishishtatvam is said, even if the person Even that, even if the person not take to sannyasa and perform karma yoga for getting chitta shuddhi, that is by karma yoga the person gains the adhikaritvam. So cultivating adhikaritvam, more and more adhikaritvam, the person makes himself qualified for pursuing jnanam. That would be better. That gives that opportunity, that avenues are there only for the karma yogis. The avenues for making the antakaranam shuddha is only available for karma yogis, not for sannyasis. Therefore, instead of taking sannyasa, making oneself better prepared for jnanam, then karma yoga is the best sadhanam. Therefore, karma yoga vishishyate, it is valid. Therefore, nishayasa karatva sadhanam, nishayasa karatva, nishayasa karatvam means nishayasa karatva sadhanam. That means for moksha. Then in that case, karma yoga becomes the parampara karanam for moksha, and sannyasa, through sannyasa, the person pursues jnana yoga, and through jnanam gains moksha. Therefore, both are nishayasa karatvam. That is valid. And compared to sannyasa, because sannyasa, it's one way, can't come back. There we don't have any avenues for chitta shuddhi. There is no, there one cannot prepare oneself for gaining antakarana shuddhi, chitta nishchalyam, upasana, etc. So better, karma yoga is better. Instead of sannyasa, karma yoga is better. Therefore, karma sannyasat, karma yoga vishishyate. Karma yoga is better. This is answer is given, keeping in mind the questioner, who is Arjuna. Arjuna wants to take sannyasa. Is he ready? Not ready. By sannyasa, the end what you are going to gain, that is well gained by karma yoga. Without preparation, if we take to sannyasa, then sannyasa becomes disastrous. So therefore, karma yoga itself will give you the necessary preparation and take you sannyasa. By itself will take you sannyasa, and therefore nishayasa karatva sadhanam, and therefore moksha. Therefore nishayasa karatva sadhanam, karma yoga. So better take to karma yoga. That is why Bhagavan said, atishta uttishta karma kuru iti. Therefore, compared to karma sannyasa, karma yoga is better. Iti, that answer specifically given to Arjuna, who is not yet an adhikari for sannyasa. Who is not yet an adhikari for sannyasa. Since Arjuna has sannyasa and karma, both you are praising, then what is the best one? What is the Shreyas sadhanam among the two? That is the question he asked in the 5th chapter, first question. Both are nishayasa karatvam, and compared to karma sannyasa, you take karma yoga. It means you are eligible for karma yoga, not for karma sannyasa. Because in sannyasa ashrama, there is no scope for developing chitta shuddhi, because your interaction with the world, or interaction with the society, and the pakota what the family gives, that is not there for sannyasa in sannyasa ashrama. Therefore, compared to sannyasa lifestyle, grihastha ashrama lifestyle, karma yoga is better. Therefore, karma sannyasat karma yoga vishishyate. So, karma yogasya vishishtatvam and nishayasakaratvam of both takes you to jnanam, and therefore jnanam gives moksha. Therefore, nishayasakaratva sadhanam. Therefore, the prativachanam of Bhagavan is in keeping with the question of Arjuna. Therefore, the sannyasa means it is not vidvat sannyasa, it is not atmakartarkatva sannyasa, it is anatmavita kartarka sannyasa, that is vividisha sannyasa. This is what the whole discussion was up to this. Now, in the last class, we saw this here. Atraha, very clearly, dear Bhashikara, to the question of the Purva Pakshi, he answers Atraha. Here the question is there. Kim Atmavidaha Sanyasa Karma Yogo Ubayogo Api Sambhavaha, Agos with Anitarase Sambhavaha, etc. That is, Sanyasa and Karma Yoga, this both are not possible, impossible for Atmavita, or one of them is impossible. If one of them is impossible, whether it is Karma Sanyasa or Karma Yoga, and if it is impossible, what is the reason? That has to be told. The question is asked. For that, Atra Uchyate, Bhashyakara gave a Sangraha Vakya. That is, Atmavidaha Nivrittamitya Jnanatvat Viparya Jnana Moolasya Karma Yogasya Asambhavaha Syat. Atmavit, for Atmavit, Karma Yoga is not possible. Why? Karma Yoga implies Ajnanam, Mithya Jnanam. Viparya Jnana Moolasya Karma Yogasya Asambhavaha Syat. For whom? Atmavit. Why? Nivritta Mithya Jnanatvat. When the Mithya Jnanam is removed by knowledge, and Karma Yoga requires Viparya Jnana Moolam, as it bases on Viparya Jnanam, wrong knowledge. And the person has got right knowledge. Then how Karma Yoga is possible? It is not possible for Atmavita. It is not possible for Atmavita. Therefore ruled out. This is a Sangraha Vakya, this is Bhashyakara, elaborate in the Vivarana Vakya. This is the Vivarana Vakya, the long sentence which we saw in the last class. So that is Vidvat Sanyasa. What is Vidvat Sanyasa? That is very clearly says Vidvat Sanyasa, which is characterized by what? Which is characterized by Atmavidaha Samyak Darshanena. Atmavit, he has got Samyak Darshan, clear vision of the Atma. Yaha Veti, Atmanam Atmatvena Veti. One who knows Atma, Atmatvena, Ham Atma Brahma Iti, Yaha, who knows self, which is Janmadi Sarva Kriya Ragitattvena Nishkriyam Atmanam. The Atma which is free from Janma, Marana, etc. All changes, free from all changes. That Atma is myself. Iti Yaha Veti Tasya Atmavidaha, for him who has gained the right knowledge, right vision. Apasta Mithya Jnanasya, from whom Mithya Jnanam is apasta, removed, gone. And Nishkriya Atma Swarupa Avasthana Lakshanam Sarvakarma Sannyasam. Sarvakarma Sannyasa, which is characterized by Nishkriya Atma Swarupa Avasthana Lakshanam, which is characterized by Avasthana Lakshanam. Avasthana Lakshanam means abiding in the nature of Atma. An Atma which is Nishkriya, free from action. The Atma which is actionless, that is the Swarupam, and abiding in that Swarupam, the nature, that is Karma Sannyasa. Therefore, Karma Sannyasa is characterized by Nishta in the Atma which is Nishkriyam, which is Nishkriyaha Atma. Atma which is actionless. Iti Ukta, having said that, Viparitasya, opposite to that, Mithya Jnana Moolaka Kartritva Abhimana Purasarasya Sakriyatma Swarupa Avasthanasya Karma Yogasya Iga. Opposed to that, opposed to Samyak Darshanam, opposed to right knowledge. What is the opposed to right knowledge? Wrong knowledge. Wrong knowledge is Aham Karta, Aham Shriramana Sangataha. That is the wrong knowledge. That is a Mithya Jnanam. Therefore, or otherwise, you can say Atma is Sakriyaha. Atma Nishkriyaha. That Jnani Vidvat Sannyasi knows. Ajnani Anatmavita, he understands, he has the knowledge, wrong knowledge, that Atma is Sakriyaha iti. So Sakriyatma Swarupa Avasthanasya Karma Yogasya. Karma Yoga is characterized by characterized by abidance in the Atma, which is with action. So, therefore, wrong knowledge. That is, Karma Yoga implies the person is Ajnani. That's what it means. Therefore, Karma Yoga the Karma Yoga here in the Gita Shastra, Tatra Tatra Atma Surupa Nirupana Pradeshu Samyak Jnana Mitya Jnana Tatkarya Virodhat Abhavaha Pratipadyate. So, here in the Gita Shastra, in the places, in the Pradeshu, in Atma Surupa Nirupana Pradeshu, in places where the Swarupa of Atma is established, there the Samyak Jnanam and Mithya Jnanam, right knowledge, right vision and wrong vision, right knowledge and wrong knowledge, and the resultant of that, the contradiction between them and the effect of, and the contradiction, that Karya is contradiction. Because of contradiction between the Samyak Jnanam and Mithya Jnanam and the Tatkarya, the effect of them. And the effect of them, Tatra Abhavaha Pratipadyate. Tatra Abhavaha Pratipadyate is the absence. Absence is Pratipadyate. Absence is talked about. Absence of what? Atma Swarupa Nirupana Pradeshu, in the places where the ascertainment of the nature of Atma is talked about, there the impossibility of Karma Yoga for a Jnani is talked about. Yes, not because of that. Tasma, therefore, Atmavidaha, for Atmavit, for Jnani, for whom Mithya Jnanam is Nivrittam. Nivrittam Mithya Jnanasya, the word qualifies Atmavit. Viparyaya Jnana Mulaha Karma Yoga na Sambhavati. Karma Yoga, which has its Mula, the basis in the wrong understanding, is not possible. Iti Yuktam Tat Uttam Syat. Therefore, Karma Yoga is not possible for Atmavit, Jnani, Vidvat, Sannyasi. Therefore, they cannot go together. Therefore, we cannot say Nishayha Karatvam, Ubau Nishayasa Karau, we cannot say. Therefore, the word sannyasa doesn't mean Atma Kartarkatva sannyasa, otherwise Vidvat sannyasa. And also, there is no comparison between sannyasa and karma yoga if sannyasa means Vidvat sannyasa. This is what is said. Now, from here, we have to read. Now, again, here the question is asked, Krishnaha, let us read. Keshikeshu
केषु केषु
पुनः आत्मस्वरूप निरूपण प्रदेशु
पुनः आत्मस्वरूपनिरूपणप्रदेशेषु
आत्मविदः
आत्मविदः
कर्म अभावः प्रतिपाद्यते इति
कर्म
कर्म
अभावः
अभावः प्रतिपाद्यते इति.
Up to that is a prashna, the question. Atma Swarupa Nirupana Pradeshu, in places where the Swarupa of Atma is ascertained. Keshikeshu, in which, where, in which are all the places? Which are all the places the ascertainment of Atma is done? That is Atmavidaha Karma Abhavaha. Absence of karma for Atmavit is talked about where? In which places? In which chapter? Which shloka? That is the question. So Atmavidaha, for Atmavit, Karma Abhavaha, the absence of karma is talked about where? In which chapter of the Gita? Keshu Keshu Pradeshu. In which places of the Gita? Iti Prashnaha. Or this could be a real, we can take this as a question, or the question could be Aksheparte Prashnaha. Both ways we can take, because the person who studies Gita only will ask this question. The person who has studied Gita must be knowing that. Therefore, in many places it is talked about, therefore it's very clear. So Aksheparte Prashnaha, Prashnarte can take in both ways. Atra uchyate, further we say, Atra uchyate
अत्र उच्यते
avinashi tu tat
अविनाशी
नाशितु तत्
iti prakrutya
इति
इति प्रकृत्य
yayenam veti hantaram
येनं वेत्ति हन्तारम्
veda vinashinam nityam
वेदाविनाशिनं
विनाशिनं नित्यम्
ityadau tatra
इत्यादौ
आदौ तत्र तत्र
karma abhavaha uchyate.
आत्मविदः
आत्मविदः
कर्म
Sorry,
अभावः उच्यते
Atmavidaha. Second chapter of the Gita is extremely important. The entire Gita is covered in the second chapter. From third chapter onwards is only a commentary on the second chapter. Jnanam is talked about from 11th shloka to 38th shloka. And 39th shloka, there Bhagavan says, now having listened to Jnanam, now Sankhya, now you can listen to Karma. Iti. Karma starts from 40th shloka onwards, up to the shloka before the Sita Prajna, Lakshanam. Then Sita Prajna Lakshanam, that is Jivan Mukti Lakshanam is talked about. The entire Gita is covered. The second chapter is the essence of the entire Gita. So there it is very clearly talked about. Therefore, the second chapter is being memorized. Important. And the 11th shloka up to 38th shloka, these shlokas are meant for Nidhyasanam, Atma Swarupa. That is Atma Swarupa Avasthana Pradeshaha. That is. न जायते म्रियते वा कदाचित् नायं भूता भविता वा न भूयः नैनं चिन्तन्ति शस्त्राणि नैनं दहति पावकः चेद्योऽयमदाग्र्यम् अक्लेद्यो शोषेव च आत्मस्वरूप. वेद विनाशिर्नित्यं येन मजमव्ययम् आत्मस्वरूप नित्यं सर्वगतस्थाणुः अचलोऽयं सनातनः आत्मस्वरूप. So therefore Bhashyakara here says, Atra uchyate, here we say, if you ask for that, the answer is Avinashi tu tad vidhi. Avinashi tu tad vidhi, yena sarvam idam tatam vinasham abhyas tasya na kartum kaschit argati. That is the shloka. Atma is Avinashi. It is not destructible. It is not available for destruction. No one can destroy Atma. Avinashi. That is Swarupa of Atma. Iti prakrutya. Iti prakrutya. Starting from there. Iti prakrutya. Starting from that shloka. That shloka is 17th shloka. Then up to Yenam veti antaram. Eschainam manyase hatam. Up to that shloka. Even further also. Veda vinashinam nityam. That is 21. Shloka number 21. Yenam veti antaram. 19 shloka. And 21. Veda vinashinam nityam. Yenam ajam avyayam. See that shloka. So in all these shlokas, ityado shlokeshu tatra tatra, in those places, atmavidaha karma abhavaha uchyate eva. Atma doesn't have, Atmavit doesn't have, Atmavit karma, Atmavidaha karma abhavaha. Absence of karma for Atmavit is told. Atmavit, the one who knows Atma. Atma is avikriyaha. Atma is avikriyaha. It is nityaha, shuddhaha, muktaha, mukta swabhavaha Atma. Where is the karma for Atma? Where is action for Atma? Na ayam hanti, na hanyate. Atma cannot be the object of action. It cannot be the karta. Not even the karyita. Everything is ruled out for Atma. Then one who knows Nishkriya, Nishkriya, Swarupa, Atmanaha, Atma to be oneself. That is what Sarvakarma Sannyasa. Sannyasa is characterized by Nishkriya Atma Swarupa Lakshanasya Karma Sannyasasya. In the previous paragraph we saw. Therefore, Atmavit Karma Bhavaha, therefore Karma Bhavaha Uchyate. Because Atma doesn't have karma, cannot undergo any action, cannot be modified, cannot, all the four types of the karma, that is not possible for Atma, either as karta or as karma. Karma can be of four types. These are prapyam, samskaryam, utpadyam, vikaryam iti. Any karma can be classified into these four. It's not possible for Atma, either as karta nor as karma, object of action. Therefore, Atmaviti is one who knows oneself to be that Atma. For him also karma not there. So for Jnani, karma is not there. Who is Jnani? The one who knows oneself to be that Atma, which is Nishkriyatma, Swarupa. Therefore, karma abhavaha uchyate. In many places is said in the Gita. In Varanal, which are all places it is told. In all these places, in second chapter itself is told. Now again he is writing an Akshepa, Purva Pakshi. What is his objection? Nanucha
ननु च
karma yogaha api
कर्मयोगः अपि
योगः अपि
atmaswarupa nirupana pradeshu
आत्मस्वरूपनिरूपणं
स्वरूपनिरूपणप्रदेशेषु
tatra pratipadyate eva
तत्र
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 तत्र प्रतिपाद्यते एव
tadyatha
तद्यथा
तद्यथा
tasmadudyasva bharata
तस्माद्युध्यस्व भारत
भारत
swadharmamapi chavekshya
स्वधर्ममपि
स्वधर्ममपि चावेक्ष्य
karmanyevadikaraste
कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्य
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते
ityadau
यादौ
इत्यादौ
atasya katham
अतश्च कथम्
अतश्च कथम्
आत्मविदः कर्मयोगस्य असम्भवः स्यात् इति
आत्मविदः कर्मयोगस्य
कर्मयोगस्य
असम्भवः
असम्भवः
स्यात् इति
स्यात् इति
स्वरूप निरूपण प्रदेशः गीतायां द्वितीय अध्याये वर्तते इति भवान् उक्तवान्. Atmaswarupana Pradesha is in Gita and you quoted shlokas. But in the same place, Atma Swarupa Nirupana Pradesheshu, in the places where ascertainment of Atma is done, that Karma Yoga also is talked about. Karma Yoga api pratipadyate is presented. In places of ascertainment of the Atma Swarupa, Karma Yoga also pratipadyate, talked about, presented. Where if you ask, Tasmadudyasva Bharata, where in the same second chapter only. Tasmadudyasva Bharata, 18th shloka. Atmaswarupana Pradesha only, that also. Tasmadudyasva Bharata means what? Tasmat Karma Kuru iti artaha. 19, it is the 18th shloka. Antavanta ime degaha nityasyokta sharirinaha. Anashino prameyasya tasmadudyasva Bharata. This degaha, these bodies are anitya, they are antavantaha. But Atma is anashinaha, aprameyaha. Therefore you get up and fight. And Swadharma Mapicha Vekshya, Lavikampitum Hargasi, that also is talked about. Even from the standpoint of your duty, you do karma. The 31st shloka. Again, Atma Swarupa, Nirupana Pradesha. Swadharmam Mapicha Vekshya, na Vikampitum Hargasi, Dharmyadi Yuddha Shreyo Nyatik Kshatriyasya na Vidyate, that is the shloka. And Karmanyeva Adhikaraste, Karmanyeva Adhikaraha, in karma alone you have got choice. Adhikaraha qualified. In doing karma alone you are qualified. Therefore you do karma. So therefore all the shlokas insist on performance of karma. Therefore, you said Atmavidaha karma abhavaha. But here, same Atma Swarupana Pradesheshu, karma is pratipadyate, karma yoga is pratipadyate. Therefore, atascha katam, how can you say Atmavidaha karma yoga asya asambhavaha syaditi? Then how can you say karma yoga is not possible for Atmavidaha? How can you say? That is iti akshepa. For that, samadhanam. Samadhanam is a long samadhanam. Bhashyakara gives 8 important points. 8 to this question, 8 the reasons are given. We will read one. We don't have time. Next class we will read from here. Atra uchyate. Atra uchyate.
अत्र उच्यते
उच्यते
Samyak jnana mitya jnana tatkarya virodhat.
सम्यक् ज्ञानमिथ्या ज्ञान तत्कार्यविरोधात्
These answers are for Atmavidaha Karma Yogasya Asambhavaha. Atmavidaha Karma Yogasya Asambhavaha, for that the answers are given. For Atmavidya, Karma Yoga is not possible, impossible. For that the reasons are given, 8 important reasons. First reason, Samyak Jnana Mithya Jnana Tatkar Virodhat. We'll see, and we'll see some 3 reasons, because 3 are simple. This is one reason, one word is one reason. It's one word. The second one, Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam
ज्ञानयोगेन
ज्ञानयोगेन साङ्ख्यानाम्
Ityanena Sankhyanam
इत्यनेन
इत्यनेन
साङ्ख्यानाम्
साङ्ख्यानाम्
Atma Tattavidham
आत्मतत्त्वविदाम्
आत्मतत्त्वविदाम्
Anatmavit Kartrika Karma Yoga Nishtataha
अनात्मवित् कर्तृक
कर्मयोगनिष्ठातः
कर्मयोगनिष्ठातः
Nishkriya Atma Swarupa Avasthana Lakshanayaha
निष्क्रिय आत्मस्वरूप लक्षणायाः
One word, Lakshanayaha. Jnana Yoga Nishthayaha
ज्ञानयोगनिष्ठायाः
Pratakkaranat.
पृथक्करणात्
Up to this second reason, Kama is given. The publisher has helped us by mentioning Kama. So 2 reasons we will see. So Bhagavan gives the answer to the question. Today, Akshepa. Atmavidaha karma yogaha na sambhavati. How you say? Listen, we'll say the reason, we'll give the reasons. Karma yoga, even is in dream also, it is not possible for Atmavit. Swapne api karma yogaha sambhavitum na shakyate. Atmavidaha. How you say? Please listen. Samyak jnana mithya jnana tatkarya virodha. Samyak jnanam, clear vision, clear understanding. Jnanam, vision, understanding. Mithya jnanam, wrong understanding. These are contradictory. Samyak jnanam, mithya jnanam, right understanding, wrong understanding. Tatkarya, the effect of them also will be virodha, contradictory one. How can right knowledge and wrong knowledge be in the same person? It cannot be. Right knowledge is, what is the right knowledge? Aham, Atma, Akarta, Abhokta. That is jnanam, that is the Samyak jnanam. Aham Akarta, Abhokta. Aham Karta, Aham Bhokta, it is Ajnanam, Mithya jnanam. That is due to Ajnanam. And Ajnanam has gone. The Brahma is gone. The error is gone. The mistake is removed. Therefore, it comes to the right understanding. Aham Akarta, Atma, Abhokta, Atma. The wrong knowledge, which is Aham Karta, Aham Bhokta. How can these two be there in the same person? It's not possible. Both are contradictory, and the person who has wrong knowledge is a samsari. He suffers, he enjoys papa punya, and therefore he samsari, suffers in samsara. He is bandhaha. Whereas who has the right understanding, he is free, he is muktaha. The person who knows Aham Atma Brahma, he cannot have wrong understanding. The person has wrong understanding, then that's why, therefore only we insist Karma Yoga for that person. The person who has right understanding, right knowledge, Shastra doesn't prescribe karma yoga because he already has gained that to be gained. It's kritakrityaha. Therefore, recommending karma yoga for them, the jnani, is ridiculous. Therefore, it is not possible. Even in dream also, it is not possible. The person is already awakened to the reality. He has got samak jnanam, not right knowledge. Therefore, how can he perform karma which has its basis in mithya jnanam? Mithya jnana moolakasya karma yogasya. Already we have seen. Therefore, it is not possible. This is one reason. Virodhat iti panchami. Therefore, that is a hetu. This is one reason. So therefore, karma yoga is not possible for Atmavita. Then the second reason, jnana yogena sankhyanam. Karma yogena yoginam iti third chapter, third shloka, Bhagavan has said for sankhyanam, for sannyasinam, who is sannyasi atma tattva vidam. Whether a person takes a sannyasa or not, that is a different thing. But the person is a knower of Atma. Atma tattva vidam. Atma tattva vidam. Anatma vidikartrika karma yoga nishtataha. Nishtataha tasal prataya. Karma yoga nishtataha. For Sankyanam Atma Tattva Vidam, that is who knows Atma, who have got clarity with regard to Atma, conviction. Then Anatma Vidikartrika Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga is characterized by karma, action. Who performs karma? Karma is performed by Anatmavit, not Atmavit. Therefore, Karma Yoga Nishta, the lifestyle of Karma Yoga, is for whom? For Anatmavit. So from that, Jnana Yoga Nishtayaha Pratak Karanat. Anatmavit Kartrika Karma Yoga Nishtataha. Karma Yoga Nishta is for Anatmavit. Therefore, from that, Nishkriya Atma Surupa Avasthana Lakshanayaha Jnanishtayaha Pratak Karanat. In order to Pratak Karanam distinctly, Pratak Karanam is separating. Pratak Karanam. Lifestyle committed to Jnana Yoga is Jnana Yoga, which is characterized by Atma Swarupa Avasthana Lakshanam. Nishkriya Atma Swarupa Avasthana Lakshanam. That is Jnana Yoga. That is Sankhya, Sankhyanam, Jnana Yoginam, Atma Tattavidam. Therefore, in order to Pratakaranam, in order to differentiate the lifestyle of an Atmavita from the lifestyle of Anatmavita. In order to differentiate the lifestyle of a Sankhya from the lifestyle of a Karma Yogi. Pratak Karanat. The lifestyle of the Sankhya, the lifestyle committed to Jnana Yoga, it is characterized by what? Characterized by abidance in the Atma, the nature of oneself. Atma Swarupa, Nishkriya Atma Swarupa Avasthana Lakshanam. That is Sankhya Yoga. Karma Yoga Nishtha is Karma Yoga. So, and that is for Anatmavita. Therefore, the distinction, the separation, the differentiation is made very clearly. Two types of lifestyles are there. One is Jnana Yoga, the lifestyle is lifestyle of Jnana Yoga and lifestyle of Karma Yoga. Two types of lifestyles are talked about. Why two types of lifestyles? It means they are different. So therefore it is Asambhavaha, Atmavidaha, Karma Yoga, Asambhavaha. Therefore one leads two lifestyles. Therefore, Jnana Yoga Nishtayaha Pratak Karanat. Jnana Yoga is differentiated, separated from Karma Yoga Nishtataha, from the Karma Yoga lifestyle. Nishtataha is Panchami. When something is separated from something, we use that from which something is separated, Panchami Vibhakti is. The Karma Yoga Nishtataha, Jnana Yoga Nishtayaha Pratak Karanat. Jnana Yoga Nishtayaha is Shashti Bhakti. Pratak of the Jnana Yoga from Karma Yoga. It means they are distinct. Jnana Yoga Nishta is Sannyasa, Sankhya it is for Sankhyanam. And Karma Yoga Nishta is for Yoginam. And Karma Yoga Nishta is characterized by karma. And Jnana Yoga Nishta is characterized by Nishkriya Atma Swarupa Avasthana Lakshanam. Therefore, both are contradictory, different. Therefore, Pratak Karanat, separated, two committed lifestyles are distinctly mentioned. That is another hetu, another reason. The person who's the lifestyle which is committed to Karma Yoga is different from the lifestyle committed to Jnana Yoga. Jnana. It is different. That is the second hetu. And the third, another hetus, other reasons we will see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidham Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Dhanyavadaha.
धन्यवाद शरण जी.
धन्यवाद.
धन्यवादः शरण्जी.
Dhanyavadaha.